Space. Just hearing this word brings to mind infinite mysteries, unknown adventures, and an extraordinary sense of wonder. But have you ever wondered how a person sets foot in this vast space? How does a spacecraft overcome Earth's gravitational force and embark on a journey into space? And how do they return from there? Today we will seek answers to these questions. In this video, we will listen to the stories of astronauts, how they board rockets and travel thousands of miles away from Earth, how they spend their time in space, and how they return to Earth. Not only that, but we will also learn about their emotions, their challenges, and their stories of success. Did you know that some astronauts have done things in space that will leave you astonished? For example, one astronaut played the guitar in space, while another tweeted from there. Today, we will discuss some of these fascinating and unbelievable incidents. So without further delay, let's embark on this incredible journey. To hear the unbelievable story of traveling to space and returning, stay with us until the end, because this is not just a story of science, but a tale of human courage, determination, and achievement. The first and most crucial part of space travel is the rocket. But how does a rocket work? The fundamental principle behind rockets is Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. A rocket engine burns fuel and expels gases at high speed, and the opposite force of this expelled gas pushes the rocket upward. A space rocket is usually made up of multiple stages. As each stage exhausts its fuel, it detaches to reduce the rocket's weight, allowing it to travel faster and more efficiently towards space. The final stage places the spacecraft into orbit. Once in space, the real challenges begin for astronauts. What do they do there? How do they spend their time? And how do they return to Earth? Stay with us to find out the answers to these questions. Life in space is entirely different from life on Earth. There is no gravity, so everything floats around. This creates significant challenges for astronauts. How do they eat, sleep, and work in such an environment? Food in space is usually dry or dehydrated. Before eating, astronauts have to mix it with water to make it edible. When sleeping, they have to strap themselves in place to prevent floating around. But eating and sleeping are not the only concerns. Astronauts have many important tasks. They conduct scientific research, maintain the space station, and sometimes even walk in space. This activity is called a spacewalk. During a spacewalk, astronauts wear special suits that protect them from the extreme cold and radiation of space. After spending time in space, the most challenging part for astronauts is returning to Earth. They re-enter the Earth's atmosphere using a spacecraft, where intense friction and heat are generated. The outer part of the spacecraft burns up due to this extreme heat, but the astronauts inside remain safe. Once back on Earth, astronauts experience several physical changes. Due to the lack of gravity in space, their muscles and bones weaken. That's why they require special training and physiotherapy to regain their strength. How do they feel after returning? Many astronauts have said that upon coming back to Earth, they experience a deep sense of peace and gratitude. They begin to appreciate the beauty of Earth and the value of nature in a completely new way. Some astronauts have done things in space that will truly amaze you. For example, in 2013, Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield played the guitar in space and covered David Bowie's song, Space Oddity. The video went viral on the internet and was watched by millions of people. Another astronaut, Scott Kelly, tweeted from space. He spent over a year aboard the International Space Station and shared his experiences on social media. These extraordinary moments show that astronauts are not just scientists, they are also artists, explorers, and pioneers. Space travel is not just a science, it is an adventure of courage. It proves that human potential knows no limits. If we set our minds to it, we can go beyond Earth and reach the stars. Today, we learned how rockets work, how astronauts live in space, and how they return to Earth. We also heard their feelings and their incredible achievements. If this video has inspired you, don't forget to share it. And if you dream of going to space one day, hold on to that dream, because the universe is waiting for us. Thank you.